Here it comes. And it's off the corner, ball. So a 2-out walk to Lane Thomas, and now here's Michael Massey. Entered with a 6-game hitting streak, I've been a run in 5 of those 6 games. He's 0 for 3 today. In the air against Ryan. Third. Left driver again. Massey's dangerous. Watches the first pitch strike. That was that sweeper. Sweeper's really proven to be the pitch that Gomez can lean on when he really needs either a swing and miss or a cold strike. Oh, 1. Swung and a miss. It's 0-2.
You can lean on that pitch there too. That's a good velocity fastball. There's options here to finish him off.
Massey, the former Illinois star. Go ahead runs at first base. 2 outs here in the top of the 8th inning. Gomez third pitcher of the day behind Ryan and Rogers. Clemens holds the runner. And the 0-2 pitch is check swing foul. You're calling in the next circle. Stays 0-2 and the guy that would run once in a while.
He's got 3 stolen. He's been thrown out 3 times. But you've got Massey that.
Welcome to Big Mama Trucking and Crocs and Socks. Go ahead and double tap the screen.
He's got power.
Good pitch again. This one right back up the middle, knocked down by Gomez, picks it up, throws to first, and the inning is over.
Bring on, swing and a miss. He's to the left out of play. Pedro Ramirez looking for his first big league home run. And now the 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Got him on a shoulder-high fastball. And that's out number 1, and it brings up Carson Kelly.
7th inning stretch, and with 39,000, it was a loud one. Sponsored by Volvo XC90, room for everyone, ready for wherever the road takes you. Volvo XC90.
Killian always works from the stretch. And Kelly hits one foul to right out of play. Carson twice has bounced out to the third baseman Chapman. Right-hander to right-hander. Here comes the 0-1. Kelly looks at the ball low and away. Cubs in this stretch of playing 12 straight games against only 2 teams, the Giants and Colorado. Now the 1-1. Check swing, it's low and in. After tomorrow's game, the Cubs will fly out to Colorado and take on the Rockies. Monday is an off day. Tuesday through Thursday in the Rocky Mountains, and then in the Bay Area against the Giants. High pop fly, shallow left. The shortstop Adames is there to make the catch. And it's out number 2, and it brings up Pete Crow Armstrong.
Kelly had a good swing at that, just got under it and hit it a mile in the air. First out's always sponsored by Xfinity, reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years. So Xfinity, imagine that.
And left-hander Miller is throwing in the bullpen. I would think a pitching change is imminent. And there it is, pitching change by the opposition.
And he's worked a ton of pitches out of Kyle Bradish.
Yeah, pretty good body language, too, after taking that walk. Looking back at the dugout, nodding his head, pretty confident as he trots down to first base.
He's seen 18 pitches, I believe, in the 3 plate appearances as George Springer. Second time through the order, the Blue Jays did a lot of damage against Bradish. Now their third time through, Nathan Lucas is up, he's over 2. The pitch, Springer takes off, and it's a swing and a miss. Springer stops, and he's running back to first on a failed hit and run. They got him in a rundown. Throw to Alonso, the first baseman. He'll toss to Henderson, the shortstop. McCormick Henderson has it now chasing him towards second. Springer attempts to dodge. He does with the throw to Holiday at first, and he'll tag him out to get George Springer. The fans do appreciate Springer's hustle there, but that was clearly a hit and run. And unfortunately, it came on just a completely sprayed slider. That slider was way outside of the zone. Lucas tried to flail at it, and by the time he misses that, Springer's kind of just caught.
Yeah, Nathan Lucas was trying to make contact with that pitch, but it was almost like a pitch out. That's how far outside it was.
Big break for Bradish. If there's no hit and run, that's just a big miss, and it's 1-0 with the runner on first. Now it's 0-1, 2 down, bases empty. Right-hander's pitch is grounded over the mound, up the middle, off the second base bag, and sneaks under Henderson into center field. Big break, but I think that should go as a base hit for Lucas. Not Henderson's fault. It takes a tricky bounce, and the Blue Jays have a 2-1 hit.
I actually think it hit the backside of the bag, and it was. Or Gunnar Henderson was anticipating that ball to bounce up, and because it hit the backside of that base, it stayed on the ground and just shot underneath his glove.
Yeah, it turned from a bouncer to a roller very quickly. That's why I would be hard-pressed to assess an error to Gunderson on that play, given the funky bounce there. Runner on first, 2 down, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. up, and the first pitch is low, ball 1. There's probably some tough official scorers out there that would say that Gunnar Henderson needed to make that play.
Yep, that's me.
I have not one. Today it's our very own Russian as well. And he ruled it a hit, and I agree. There you go. 1-0 pitch. Called strike, 1-1. Nathan Lucas continues to live right out there. Lots of good things are happening for him. Yeah, after some tough luck all around to begin this year, things are working out. It's not luck-based as hot streak, but he gets a little luck there. 1-1 pitch. Fastball at the knees, 1-2. One-two count, 2 outs, 5-1 Blue Jay lead, bottom of the 4th inning with Lucas on first. The pitch to Guerrero is low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. At home, the caught Springer stealing 2-6, 3-4, 6-4. Those are also today's winning lottery numbers. Can you repeat that? 2-6, 4, 6, 3, 5. Messed it up this time. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. It actually is. Catcher to shortstop Gunnar Henderson, to the first baseman Alonso, the second baseman Holiday, to the shortstop Henderson, to the second baseman Holiday. Springer actually did dodge a tag, but was a little too far away from either base for it to matter much.
Yeah, by the way, I can almost guarantee that John Schneider said, "Hey man, you don't need to get in the pickle like that. We don't need you getting hurt again."
That's pretty good on a contest for the toe. If he's willing to run that much in a rundown. 2-2. Swing and a miss, got him on a sinker, and Bradish's K ends the 4th inning. No runs on a hit. The 1st inning, both goes to Abram.
Now time going to be called. Looks like something.
Shouts out to Kimberly Hardy. Yes, we are driving the truck.
By Tommy Troy.
Shouts out to Roger Arizona for Nova.
Stick Resort have one premier loyalty
6795.
experience.
Y'all double tap.
Salt River Rewards. Trying to get up to $25 in free play. Visit saltriverrewards.com to get started. Here's a 2-1. Lyle swings and fouls it. He was late on that pitch. Going down even at 2-2. A little uptick. Positive for Rodriguez. It's been threes early.
Gotta get that fastball going. It's made a big difference for him this year.
2-2 breaking ball is grounded through the hole on the right side. And then it's going to be a leadoff base hit for Lyle.
Gotta hug that one. That was a curveball up in the zone and a little bit on the inside part. Didn't get all the way through that one, and that's why it stayed up. And Lyle really put a good swing on it.
This will bring up center fielder Jacob Young. Young came in late as a defensive replacement. He is an outstanding defensive center fielder, but
little bit of work in the offseason and perhaps a different philosophy from this new regime led by Paul Timoni. As the fastball is high for ball, he has come out and he has flexed some power. 235 hitter, not the most impressive, but 8 homers and almost 30 driven in.
I think he starts working on his walk percentage a little bit. Getting on base, drawing some more walks. I think that power would probably become even more potent.
1-0 curveball is a called strike, and that's going to make it 1-1. To your point about Young, still 26 years old. Rodriguez is going to throw back to first base, check on the runner. His walk percentage this year is considerably down from where it was a year ago, and at this rate, it would be the lowest of his career. Still, he's above average strikeout hitter in a good way. See, 1-1 is fouled away right side. He strikes out at a rate below the league average. As a result, he's turned himself into a very useful player, and especially with the center field defense that he possesses.
And the speed that he has. He makes some incredible catches out in center field. Made some of those against the D-backs last year.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And pitch by Rodriguez. Swung on and fought off into right towards the line. Long run for Carroll. Makes the sliding catch. He quickly rises to his feet. And next to first goes Lyle.
But a lot of right fielders are going to make that play. Carroll did a great job. And that closing speed as he's going towards the line. Just a nice slide, grabs the ball, and prevents extra bases. Buddy.
Here's the 1-0 Ruiz beat. Second time, and then we'll do it here. Swing and a miss, got it.
And Schwarber down on strikes for out number 1.
Baseball back. Norby Al's in the house. I want to go crazy.
It could end at any moment, but I'd love to live in that state. Sirius XM's home to wrestling conversation is Pro Wrestling Nation.
Like your base. So it's going to take him running really fast to get to first base to cover the bag.
And this Taylor Ruiz that was smoked into the third base. That's not something. Goodness. With an infield single to load the bases. The 2-2 again. Swing a liner, third base, and foul. Not by much. And Chapman, the third baseman, not far off the line. Lunged toward it and watched him touch down harmlessly.
He's not giving up punch to that third base line, taking away the double. Extra bases. Fully damaged. Making up the signal of that whole damage.
Almost all the fans standing and clapping. 2-2 Bregman is swinging and a miss. Strike 3. And the inning is over. The Cubs make the bases loaded. They have stranded. Yeah, and you're going to have to shuffle off and get ready on left-hander. He happens to pull that ball down. Plus,
back to second base. Horsey in the tag. Called safe at second base by Dan Purcell. Reds are looking. Joey Casey pouring over the field. There's no challenge. It's a fielder's choice, and now the go-ahead run is scored. And this ball's going back. Wow. Trying to track down that lead runner. Tolbert needed all of his considerable points to get back to second base.
There's a bunt situation right here, and now Royce comes into play, as does Brooks Lee in third base.
His belt is right to bunt in the second or the seventh. 13-4 out. Squares, pitches down and in one ball and strikes. We've talked about this before, Danny. This is a spot where you want the third baseman to field the bunt, and yet, how many times have we seen the bunt go to the first base side?
Playing here, that he's running practice and everything is working. Go to third base, go past the wing, third baseman. Brooks Lee, nobody would be there.
Larson right up the middle. Squares, it's strike.
Pitch one and one, that pitch down and away.
One ball, one strike, out the fastball. Took the splitter, took the fastball, it's 1-1. This is the grass first, lead, third, and comes first in action. One, push towards Royce, picked up by Royce, and throws the first in time. Houston on the receiving end, one is executed by Disco. One for the out, and now Tolbert is at third base. Ryan Rojas is at second base. He's the go-ahead. The hitter is Carter Jensen, who has provided the only run in the game for the Royals. For home run in the first.
Infield in, on the grass, got to cut this off, and got speed at third base. It's a contact play.
First pitch, wide, one ball, two strikes. Come up with a strikeout.
And when you have speed like that at third base, Brooks Lee is about 2 feet off third base, so can't get really a good initial lead. He's going to rely on a secondary lead.
Pitch on the way. Swung not hit high in the air, right field. Should be playable, should be plenty deep enough. Martin gets behind the ball, makes a strong throw back to the infield. To the plate, holding it up there. They keep the runner at second when he decided to. So a sac fly for Carter Jensen, who's given in both runs today. Two outs now. Runner at second. Bobby Witt Jr. is the scheduled batter in the 2-2 game. Right-handers up throwing for the Royals. Danny, when you go back and look at this inning, Colin gets the hit, okay, Colbert runs for him. You know what he's there to do. He's still second.
First pitch.
It's the comebacker to Horsey where he didn't get an out on the play. Now, if he goes to first and he gets the out, is it different from Guinea?
Yes.
And I would say yes, because already Tolbert's diving down to the back when you looked at him, so he's not going to third yet. But they don't get the out at first, they don't get the out at second.
They get the out at first, 1 out runner at second. Now, the danger is Tolbert trying to steal third.
Steal third, you know how it's going to
And you can defend that.
But instead, sacrifice another sac fly. We got a good lead. Good job, Royals, to keep that lead tight.
So are we gonna get you?
Really pitch to him or try to get him to chase. He's a bad ball there too. Just flat out good.
He's their best guy. And the pass pitch, he never drives us in front. Bobby Witt pitch with his guy. It's his guy. Infield hit for Witt in the third. 1 for 4 to him. That's what teams are called Hardy. He's done down. Left. 1-1-2. 0-1, there's a strike. 0-2.
Good challenge. It's a good challenge.
He's going to win. So it's 1-1 instead of 0-2 to Bobby Witt. back again. It's Lee, Arsick, Keyshaw, and Lewis. Clemens, Kreidler, and Martin, they're out. She's on the mound.
Got your ass been smoked, man.
Swung on and hit towards short. Over the head of Orlando Murcia. The throw coming in from Clemens and up is on the line. The run's going to score. And surprise, surprise, the best player in the American League picks up an RBI single to give the Royals a 3-2 lead.
Conversation with Pete Mackey, the pitching coach. First two pitches, Chris, fastballs away, and then he's got the changeup, and too good of a pitch there to Bobby Witt.
Witt ends up going to second on the backside on the throw. It's now 3-2 Royals. This place library playing as Martino takes a strike. It started with a single and a stolen base by the pinch runner, then the lack of an out on the fielder's choice. Sack bunt, sack fly, and then Bobby Witt Jr. leads the American League in WAR, rips a single to left to drive the go-ahead run. Swinging pitch by Pasquantino to count.
And Pasquantino has trouble with that pitch right there. I mean, that's a bread and butter for Horsey.
Donald McGahee, what it do?
What's going on, man?
0-2.
Go ahead and double tap, Donald.
Work to do in the ninth.
Said, ooh, I see you.
They're trailing 3-2, and the pitch is low, and the count is 1-2 strikes. Lando Archie, 2 outs.
We all at today, Donald.
Archie tried to close it against the bottom of the order. Unable to get it. We'll see who the Royals turn to try to close it. See if they get rain. He is up. He threw about 50 pitches. 2 days, didn't throw yesterday. This ball hit high in the air to left field for Cody. Corn to Clemens. Pasquantino skies out to left, but Bobby Witt Jr. delivers the go-ahead run as he has so many
Shit,
times.
Florida by the ocean.
Oh, there you go.
3-2 Royals.
Oh, we like the ocean.
Mesh Buffer and Spence has called Minnesota home for over 60 years. We know our state's legal system inside and out and know how to get you full and fair compensation. Mesh Buffer and Spence, Minnesota personal injury lawyers, Minnesotans trust. Go to meshbuffer.com.
No outs, 2 in the glass, Andy. And we're in for a treat because Gibbs this afternoon swinging a ground ball towards third. That's handled by Fermin. His throw across the body in time, and that retires Marte and ends the inning. So Soriano puts up a 0. We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Cardinals need a run to tie this game. They trail 5-4.
Fantasy Sports Radio is something you win your fantasy league right now on Channel 87. Bring it back! Look right there and done!
Oh, Florida by the ocean was a dream vacation spot. I put up that dream vacation spot. She said Florida by the ocean. She said, oh, panhandle you. She at home in the state of Georgia.
Oh, there you go.
All right, Georgia in the house.
Just bring that down.
Channel 87 on the Sirius XM.
Yeah.
She said, go Dogs. Georgia Bulldogs. Everybody double tap for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Inside. I feel like it's going to get knocked down.
Yeah, I would say the wind has picked up here late in the ballgame. It wasn't, brilliant, but not relevant. You might say early in the game, but now it's definitely blowing in hard.
Silky lines on the outside. Balls and a strike. Nico Corner is on deck. 2-1. Line drive. That's caught by Adamas and shortstop.
Last, it's the second out of the inning.
Those pitches up in the
Need everybody to double tap.
Suzuki gets on top of it.
That's all I need y'all to do. Double
So
tap.
Thomas starts to sort of lay out, and the ball was blocked
Double
short.
tap, 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 tap. Double, double, double. Algorithm, algorithm.
So really good adjustment by Thomas to keep that ball from hitting the ground. It would have been hard to throw him out there.
Nico Corner, the shortstop, 0 for 3 on the after. Was it ball one?
Thank you, Donna. See, you got it. All right.
Analytics, statistical season.
Donna, we know you double tap every time. We need everybody else to do it. 31 people on here. Huh? 31 people on here and only 6 likes. Come on, guys. It was everybody at the same time. Still only got 7 likes. Somebody ain't double tapping. What's wrong with the tapper? What's wrong with your tapper? Oh, here you go. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Donna said double tap that button. Get him, Donna.
Danger of going 1-2-3 here in the 8th inning. It's 3-1 though for Warner's pitch.
I don't know what happened to all my people. Oh, there go 18. Everybody double tap. Everybody double tap.
They got a little bit of his leg. Corners.
See how they doing down there?
Back to an upright position on the right
Oh,
side.
yeah, the back up. A graveyard. They got buses, they got tow trucks, they got a train car, train bus car.
Maybe like just
They got their own little similar down there. It look hot down there. Need all 28 people to double tap. Double tap, please.
stroke on the ground directly to Adamas and short and on the run. He makes it look easier to throw to first base. The Cubs go 1-2-3 here in the 8th inning. At the end of 8, Giants 1, Cubs 1.
Pardon the hitter, he's 1 for 2 a walk. Takes a strike that second corner before that. It's just crazy down there. What's his strike?
You said you was hoping I didn't wake up and say I was hot.
He goes off the line.
Huh?
Unbelievable. Chasing up the middle near Clemens.
I said, open the net. He said,
And
oh,
that's why
yeah.
it was so important to not strike out in the third, because we've seen him spike a couple balls in the third and potentially tie the
30
game up.
people need to double tap.
3 more in there.
23 people need to double tap.
Hammer 1-1.
7 of y'all double tapped already.
Balls in the
Double tap, double tap. Algorithm,
You
algorithm.
want the last one?
Oh, you got it.
Martini on deck.
I don't know how much you like Kit Kats today. Maybe you bought me some chocolate tonight. Oh,
Two balls in,
we're gonna be
strike.
late.
Here it comes.
On to low.
Swung on and missed. He lost the back. It's 2-2.
You got
That
chocolate
was
there.
not a poke the ball to right field sort of swing from Austin Martin. But he ripped through that single. It's 2-2.
Donna said she hoped to see her son tomorrow.
Oh, there you go.
Tell your son we said, what's up?
Leadoff double. He's the
Hello.
tying run at second base. One out on the outfield from Austin Martin. Play here. Can you keep the line moving?
Oh yeah, you got a shop from the store, you get 10% off and use the code Big Mama all caps. You got a nice little long sleeve shirt right here. $28, 10% off. I don't know what that is, but nice little shirt. $2.80 off this shirt. $25.20 for this shirt.
Three balls and two strikes. Here it comes. Swung up, foul. Tried to come up and in. Everything else has been away.
Donna said, come on, guys, double tap that button. Some great people here. Get them, Donna. Everybody got a double tap.
Thank you, Donna. Somebody.
Somebody looking out for us. Rough out here in these streets.
Both counts have also been marked 1 down the count. We'll take some ones.
I'm pinning that message right to the top.
Trainer. Four-seamer at 99, working the kicks out from Valencia.
Trying to chase Clemens home to tie this game.
Coverage a little spotty out here. Just bear with us. We got trains and automobiles. No planes yet. Little train way over there. See if I can zoom her. Hit that zoomer. Donna said she broke to the end of the month. She spent too much at the 80.
At the what?
The Iowa 80 truck stop.
Oh, dang ya.
You better stay out of there, Donna.
They got massage chairs, they got a barbershop, they got a doctor, they got working at the movie theater.
I wish I could see that truck stop.
They got a casino, they got all kinds.
They got a casino up in there.
If I'm not mistaken, they got a little bit of everything in there. They got any type of food that you want to eat. I never been down that far.
Yeah, we're about to go there one day. She said no casino.
Oh, I thought they had a casino out there.
I thought they had a casino too. You would really be broke down if they had a
Why did you
casino.
spend so much money? Oh, she must have been shopping for the kids.
Yeah, what you spend so much money on? I know you probably got some dog toys for your dog. You bought your cheering something. Or your child something.
And the grandbabies.
And the hubby, you probably bought the hubby something. And the grandbabies. Yeah, we'd be broke if we went there.
Oh, we got entirely too many grandbabies. Entirely too many kids.
First base and Victor Caratini, and then be surprised Alex Jackson is quicker than Caratini.
We got grandbabies on grandbabies.
And spoiled ass kids.
Spoiled ass grown kids.
Right.
Maurice Lewis in his first game back after just absolutely running shot over AAA pitching.
I don't know what this place is.
Bounced out, and then popped up weakly in the shortstop.
Just Slapka?
Oh, that sounds like
Slapka.
Oh, that sounds like some other version.
Putin got him playing out there.
He's due for his last 20 in the big leagues. He has a pretty dramatic, and he has an opportunity in front of him. First pitch. It's not a bell off the end of the back. Into his dugout. All the reports coming out of St. Paul about the timing, the feel, the exit velocity.
Donna said, nope, but they got a big truck museum you guys die to see. Oh, y'all would know that. Well, they have a truck on display in Portland at the Jubilee truck stop. It's an actual big one.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, but it's an old one. It's an old ass Mack truck. It's only one.
It's a tying run at second. Go ahead, run. The winning run is first. 0-2, bounces. 1-2. Clemens doubled, Bell struck out.
All right. Gotta hold tight. We're about to go through our time.
we're about to go through the tunnel. I don't know if I'm gonna lose y'all.
Better hold tight.
Y'all better hold tight, put on your seatbelt. We're going through a tunnel.
What was the last out and the last picture?
They just dug tunnels right through the mountain. Look at that.
That's what they should have in the first place.
Right
On
through
a
the
lot of
mountain.
these shits, yeah. Those are for trains, these are for cars.
They could have went around this mountain. But no, they wanted to dig a hole. How much hole they digging through here? We go through the tunnel. Here on the other side.
Not that long.
I think my signal goes out. Lean back and lean back. Now lean back.
That's the ball game.
That's the same
Reason they need to be charged.
We got a lot going on here.
On the bases as well. Jungle leads at third. Eldridge at first for Chapman. Righty to a righty. Let's see what looks
See how
over his
about
left
pins,
shoulder at first.
keychains, blankets,
Runners on the go. The pitch is a
2
strike.
pillows,
Throw to
food.
seconds, not in time. And Bryce Eldridge
2 pillows,
has his
food.
first stolen base.
Yeah, you went up in there.
Today, 3 and
You went up in there and blew that card out. That's what you did.
Respected player, and the Giants are out of a double play scenario in the conventional sense here in the ninth inning with runners at second and third. Bring it from the right to the better now.
Multiple action here.
So the count is 0-1 on Chapman. If he loses, the Giants will be out of challenges. It is indeed a strike. So that's it for the game for San Francisco. But Matt Chapman can render that point somewhat moot here with a base hit. The infield is in for the Cubs now, with just 1 out and an 0-1 count on the ever-dangerous Chapman. Once he is set from the stretch, the 0-1 pitch. It's a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure why to use the challenge in that situation. You know, you're thinking, okay, if you do get the lead, you know, you want your pitchers to have it. The catcher on your team is certainly the best at making that decision.
1-1. Swinging a fly ball, right center field, deep enough to at least get 1 run home. Crow Armstrong makes the catch. Left side of the infield, Jump Hoodley tags and scores for third base. And in the ninth inning, the Giants take a 2-1 lead over the Cubs on Matt Chapman's sacrifice fly.
Chapman swings the bat well. That's
Cover for her Bluetooth.
Line the ball
So
off
here
the
does-
field,
so here
staying
does-
through it. And, you know, just a good job of getting it in the air, even on a day where the ball
So
is
I guess
getting
the fake
dropped.
ass thing goes out there, they out of line.
Fake flamingos out there.
Yeah, right there by that river, like they're bright pink flamingos, they just stuck in the rock.
2-out runner at second for Eric Haas. 2-1 Giants over the Cubs.
There is
Righty to
no
righty.
flamingos in Nevada.
And it's inside the Haas. 1-0.
Said pillows was $35, blankets was $43.
Jeez.
Sheesh. Yeah, you stay out of there, Dollar. You're gonna be broke.
Pillows for $35. You should need a pillow
Optimistic
for at
Giants
least 2 years.
fan might think, you know what, maybe Chapman is true.
Said blankets are NFL.
Big game yesterday where he drove in 8.
I'm assuming y'all Atlanta Falcons.
Valencia, the right-hander, brings it home to Haas, who
You
feeds
in
back
Georgia.
and takes for a ball 2-0.
No. You like Georgia Bulldogs.
Chapman drove in just
Where
7
is
runs in the
that?
entirety of the month of May. Surpassed that yesterday and brings home the lead for third.
I know, I'm saying, where does she
With a
stay?
sac fly to right center field.
Yep, she stayed in Georgia.
Hit too hard, too
So let me
deep.
say y'all Atlanta Falcons fans.
Haas looks at the strike. 2-1 as the slider hits the zone.
Yeah, Chapman, I mean, their left side of the infield I associate with being kind of streaky hitters. Thomas and Chapman, you know, they get cold and then they, you know, get on fire. It's kind of been their career. But overall, when it all said and done, they usually have the numbers, the defense, you know, the versatility, good base runners.
2-1 pitch. Haas hits it hard left field. Half a couple steps back. Makes the catch as he backpedals onto the warning track. And the inning is over.
Ball club.
Low. In the ninth. Let's pause right here for an idea of the Cardinals Radio Network powered by Gray Bar.
For 24/7 baseball talk, interviews, and game analysis. After the game, check out MLB Network Radio, Sirius XM 89.
Another
another left-handed hitter off the bench, and he's a good one. Will Benson, who's had good
Said,
moments
shit,
against
Chicago
the
Bears
Cardinals.
fan.
He has 3
They didn't
home
have
runs
Falcons,
this year, hitting
and
less than 200.
they didn't have
but he
Steelers
has
for
the
him.
potential, and he is the final hope for Cincinnati, and he hits that ball on the ground right side, base hit.
Well, Big Mama's Giants, New York Giants,
So
and I'm the Raiders.
And they
Let's go,
also
Raiders.
bring J.J. Bleday to the plate. So it never is easy in the 9th inning.
Go Vegas.
Benson comes
For the
through with
Raiders.
another hit against the Cardinals. He's done so well against St. Louis. Bleday is over 4 in this game. Yeah, he reached on an error. He's popped out. He's grounded out.
Go for 4.
Tying run at first base. Go ahead, run at the plate in Bleday. First delivery to him is a sweeper, strike one.
Oh, man.
Everybody on their feet here at Busch Stadium. O'Brien hoping to save game number 16 as the sign from Crooks. The one-strike pitch is low for ball, 1-1. Spencer Steer on deck. We saw O'Brien in the final game against Texas. He picked up that 15th save. He's got a 1-1 count on Bleday. The 1-1 pitch is hit up the middle. That's a base hit into center field. Benson's going to try for third. Newpark gets it in. And this game's not over yet. Runners at first and third with 2 outs. As both Benson and Bleday come through. And now it's up to Spencer Steer. The 27th out is not created like the others.
Oh, we're going one more Peterbilt.
That 27th out is so hard. Spencer Steer walked in the 5th inning to extend his on-base streak to 24 straight games. He's had a sacrifice fly in this game. He's flied out. He's grounded out. Now
Oh,
it's
she
up
got
to
2.
him in the
She
9th
said,
inning.
I want to get a couple of shirts. I just don't know when I can. She said she got 2 special edition Kyle Busch sunglasses.
Oh, there you go.
All right, rest in peace, Kyle Busch.
The strikeout of Lowe was
Going too soon. Going too
not
soon.
able to get the pinch hitter Benson or Bleday. We're in the 9th. Game on the line. The pitch to Steer is high for a ball, 2-0. And the tension
He
has
still got
just
his brother
ratcheted
Kurt
up a
Busch.
bit.
He still got.
It certainly has 2-0 count, and Sal Stewart on deck too. Just as soon as see him tomorrow. A little more nervous, the crowd here on the 2-0 delivery to Steer. A sweeper is inside, ball 3. The crowd didn't like that call, but the Cardinals did not challenge. Right now, the difference is the home run by Newpark. But the Reds are threatening a 3-0 count on Steer. And the 3-0 delivery is a strike into the knees, 3-1.
They're going to walk
See
this
if
week.
O'Brien can come back from a 3-0 count. Facing a dangerous third-place hitter in Spencer Steer.
Oh, he should have smacked that ball.
367 close and late. And it is close and late. There goes the runner. Swinging a miss. Strike 2 with no throw at second base.
Got a hard case with the sign.
Stolen base.
Oh, there you go. That's going to work some
Run now
money.
at second base. And a 3-2 count on Spencer Steer. The 3-2 delivery from Riley O'Brien is
Kyle Busch from
outside
Vegas.
ball 4.
He from our hometown, Las
And
Vegas.
the bases are loaded. And Sal Stewart coming to the plate, their best hitter. High drama here at Busch Stadium. And that's going to bring Dusty Blake out.
Why they say high drama? The pitcher and the batter going at it?
With his closer, Riley O'Brien.
Why they say high drama? The pitcher and the batter going at it?
No, the bases are loaded. It's the top of the 9th. Cardinals are ahead by 1. And the Cincinnati Reds' best hitter is up at the plate.
Who you got, Arizona?
But you just said it.
No, that's St. Louis Cardinals.
St. Louis?
Yeah.
Problematic.
No, I got Cincinnati.
We talked about that with Jeff Brantley during Inside the Park. But if anybody can do it, well, a bunch of guys to be out.
She got a question. Go ahead, Donna.
It takes a special kind of makeup to be a closer, and Riley O'Brien's done a fantastic job so far this season. Has accounted for a number of saves, did a nice job down the stretch of the season last year, but every single day it's a new game, a new situation, a new opportunity. It's always a challenge to find a way to close it out. Also heard that from Al Rabosky at our Friday night at Lowe's last night, or not at Lowe's, at Start of the Nation. Now kind enough to join us. All right, game on the line, bases loaded. Stewart at the plate. The first pitch from Riley O'Brien is a
She
sweeper.
said, do you want just a semi-truck or one with a military scene and semis around? When you're down in
Stewart 0 for 4 in this game. That scares me.
remember the diamond decorations supposed to make first?
From O'Brien to Stewart.
That was supposed
Is
to
a
make
called
first.
strike, and he challenges it again. He's been successful twice.
I'm going to say
in
military
this
scene.
game. He's due not to be, right?
Huh?
I'm going to say military scene.
Successful again. That pitch was
Semis
outside,
already.
so it's 2-0. Man, what a gift to be able to do that. It was a good job of Crocs of bringing that pitch back in. But still off.
Military scene?
The 2-0 delivery to
Yeah, she
Stewart
said, do you
is
want a semi-truck or one with the military scene?
that one looks like
Semis
a strike to
around.
me. No place to put him. He's got a 3-0 count.
We'll do the military scene with the semis around. Donna.
Maybe
But
she
guess
got
he
the Air
would be
Force.
taking here.
Big Mama was in the Air Force. Maybe you can incorporate
Stewart
that.
asks for time, and it's granted. The tying run 90 feet away, bases loaded, and a 3-0 count on Sal Stewart. The 3-0 delivery is right down the middle for a strike, 3-1. Oh man, you gotta have ice water in your face at this point, don't you? This is intense. Very intense here. Not nothing to do with this. Crowd's still standing. They've been
Yeah, ain't got
standing
nothing
for
to
a
do
bit.
with it.
3-1 the count. And the 3-1 delivery to Stewart is a ball, and it's challenged. Challenged by the catcher, Jimmy Crooks. And we'll see how this one goes. Cardinals need it to go their way. And it is the strike. It is the strike, high drama. And Stewart's going to have to put his equipment back on again. He's headed towards first base. You have to mentally lock back in that situation. Boy,
He thought it was a ball.
mentally locked in right now.
Why they ain't challenge?
3-2,
Because
top of the ninth inning.
The catcher said it was a strike, and it
Better
was.
than this.
Catcher called the
Challenge
ball.
going Cardinals'
Yeah,
way
okay, on the ball.
to
So now it's
create
3-2.
this.
Top of the ninth. Bases loaded. We got one ball pitch.
Cadillac 6272. Go ahead and double tap.
A 3-2 count on Stewart. O'Brien has the sign. He's ready. Here comes
Say,
the
okay,
3-2.
perfect. I'll order it at the end of the month.
In the by Torres.
Thank you for your service, Big Mama.
Cardinals win it. What a job by Riley O'Brien.
She said, thank you for your service, Big Mama. I'll order it this month.
Isn't just
Thank God.
it works here. Illinois.
Strike one. O'Neill hits for Hauser. We saw Hauser play defense, so
Rounded out
I'm not sure if it's related to him crashing into the wall or just to get the platoon advantage with the righty hitter against the lefty pitcher. 0-1. Just off the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. Either way, always fun to see Tyler O'Neill here on home soil. Born in Burnaby, BC, went to high school at Maple Ridge, British Columbia. Outside with another 2-1. He's going through it though. Yeah, not playing every day, too bit of an adjustment for O'Neill, who went healthy, has been an everyday player most of his career. Batting 160 on the year and 100 at bats. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. But he's still, you look at the numbers, he's
Cadillac.
160, but he's still live.
Come on now. Said we used to talk to us all the time until we started doing no talking streams.
It's the
We
first
talk
base
back.
hit of Washington
Gotta talk to
since the
us.
leadoff single by Dalen Lyle.
No
And
talk
at the
stream.
top of the second, here we are with 2 outs in the 5th.
Double tap for the GTR.
Pitch to him. Just missed low. 1 ball, no strikes to count. But it's 1 for 2. His
It was a
strikeout
while
his
ago.
last time up, and we remarked on.
Yeah, we've been doing this for 4 years
At
now.
least that's how it looked that previous AB.
4 times around the moon.
Swung on, that's a
Might be a couple
foul
streams
ball.
that didn't have no
Laser
conversation.
shot.
Yeah, there's probably a couple streams in there.
Foul line.
Sorry about that.
He was trying to throw him in.
Talking now. Talking to you now, Cadillac.
Quite far enough inside, and Wood really showed his talent. Just missed that left field foul line.
When he first came up, there was a remarkable consistency with Wood's swing to try and hit the ball in the opposite field. It's a 1-1. That's inside the ball, too. I mean, guys who learn how to drive the ball to the opposite field power alley will soon learn how to have tremendous plate coverage. It's a 2-1. Swing and a miss. Change up.
Cadillac, say hi to Donald McGee. One of our biggest fans right
Nice
now.
one, too, down and in. I think Wood now knows that E-Rod is throwing him in.
Then when it fills those Yankees and kids 14 and under take home a Philadelphia Water Ice Fanatic cap. Order your tickets now at Phillies.com. Riku Nishida.
Oh, yeah, you can always.
White Sox takes the first pitch in for a strike.
6-0.
Yeah. You always welcome to the channel, Cadillac, anytime.
Break the ball, that's it. 1-1. All the players, they've got, whether they bat left or right or both, and whether they throw left or right. And on Paul O'Neill's page, it also has his preferred kicking foot on there because of a really humorous play that took time to lead.
Elko, Nevada.
The future of baseball takes the lead.
Be snowing like crazy out here in the wintertime.
For 300 top prospects as we take you into the game. Great point.
But they've got to stay loose. And if this is any length of time, then the official will have to give the players a period of time to go warm up. And then time to get way back out into the golf course in position. It's something these players are used to. Nobody likes it.
Well, there was some scoring early. Our two-time defending champ Scott Scheffler made a run, so while we have a stoppage in play, we can look at some of the highlights in 60 seconds.
For you, golf, I don't know, that it's taking out $200 million for Devers.
No. Which is unfortunate because from a baseball standpoint,
Yeah, you can email us, Donnie. You got the email address.
Devers.
Who is engineered to outperform more. It's
The second hit for the fish. The first one, a bunt single from Hobby. And this one, a beauty of a bomb from Sonoha.
We thank you for your time.
Fish on the board first. In the bottom of the fifth, it's 1-0 Marlins.
One time I don't take the
Ball, 2 strikes.
These
They play
The
the
change
Florida.
is starting to get used more, pardon me. It seems because of that, because everything else is into the ranks.
Yeah, when he's on, he's locating the cutter up and in very, very well. He gets into trouble. He leaves it out over the heart of the plate.
1-2 pitch, wave that pitch, strike 3. Got the sweeper down, 2 outs.
And that's just a beautiful pitch down and away. And that's exactly where he wanted it. And when basically already locates, he's really, really good. He's really tough to square up. But when he leads it, pitches over the heart of the plate, especially the cutter, like I just mentioned, that's when he gets into trouble.
2 outs, bases empty, 6-4 for the Blue Jays. And Taylor Ward, the top of the order hitter and a righty hitter up the pitch.
Yes, Donald. We'll talk to you when you come back from the other street. We will be here.
Blue Jays led it 6-1 earlier in this game after Valenzuela's 5th inning sac fly, but homers by the Orioles this and last inning. 0-1 pitch. Just below the knees, 1 ball, 1 strike. By the way, part of him increasing the changeup usage, sometimes your coaches can tell you stuff, maybe it feels like a parent's talking to you. Dylan sees one up too hard. He just says, hey, I like your changeup. You should throw it a little bit more. 1-1. Outside 2-1. And when you hear it from a guy like Dylan Cease, it probably holds even more weight.
Well, I think he needed something that went with the arm side. Everything he has in his glove side. So even if you show that pitch, it's pretty effective.
2-1. Downstairs, ball 3. Now with his release, he's what you would call a super. He gets kind of on the left side of the ball as a lefty and almost spins his hand under the ball. A pronator will spin towards, turn their hand out toward foul territory. 3-2 pitch, 3-1 pitch in there, first strike, 3-2. So at times it's been hard for him to create that arm side movement because his hand is spinning left side. But the
changeup, honestly, even if it stays mostly straight, that feels like a glove side moving pitch comparatively.
2 out, space is empty, top of the 7th. The 3-2 pitch is cut on it near strike 3. Down goes Ward to retire this side.
Thanks, trailing 2-0. And look out for the sweepers and splitters. Littell's going to be trying to get a ground ball. First pitch, a foul tip on a slider. Something in 1 to count.
This is where you really need to follow what that is. Why don't you go let us together?
So got a lot of trains going in and out of this.
Right side is Waldschmidt. Uses time out here. It's like pitcher used just enough fastballs against Waldschmidt. I think that one could be coming before going right back to the slider. There's the 0-1. And there was a slider down. 1 ball. Waldschmidt striking out at an awfully high clip. He does get his hits, and the average coming into today was around 290. It's the 1-1. That's a high fly pop-up, shallow right. And Nunez will be shooed away by Cruz. 1 down, and here's Perdomo.
Cruz had a late jump on that ball. Didn't pick it up right away or what, but he just really had to go out there until Cruz followed off.
Perdomo is 0 for 1 and a nice AB his first time up. Really hit a 100-mile-an-hour ground out. The teams are starting to play Perdomo to pull the ball. And the outfielder, Jacob Young at center. There's the pitch. And that is upstairs for ball 1. Nothing Nationals, 1 on and 1 out at the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-0. Too high again from Littell. 2 balls and no strikes.
Another good at that. They're really starting to bunch up for him.
2-0 pitch. There's the strike to Neves. Last year it was Littell and Sewell who were the best at limiting walks. The 2-1 pitch. And a challenge by Perdomo. He started to challenge before that pitch was even called a strike. T-Back with 1 challenge remaining.
We'll just call a challenge.
And let's take a look.
It's a tough pitch to challenge.
He said, dumb pitch to challenge.
Got it right. 3-1.
You almost have to be certain that he was.
The 3-1 by Littell. And that'll be a strike. Perdomo, not going to challenge that one.
Well, he's so good at trying to get close to an umpire and making close pitches look like balls.
Now, the one thing we just have not heard enough about, I think, about the ABS is the confidence it's given umpires on borderline pitches to just make whatever they think is the right call. 3-2, runner goes. Swung on, that's a jam shot grounder to the left side, and Meade playing as a shortstop has it and slings it on over to first in time. It's a 6-3 ground out as David gets in a scoring position.
It kind of got jammed, that ball got hit on him. You got a guy in scoring position now.
Think about it, it's 6-3. That's a 5-3 ground out, even though Meade was playing exactly where you would envision a shortstop to be.
5-3 from the 6-hole.
There you go, right? Too many numbers. Here's Lou James Gruber. Chance to get the D-backs on the board. And Littell's pitch. Swung on by right center field. That is down for a base hit. Young misplays it. It gets past him. It goes all the way to the wall. Gruber will round second. He's digging for third. It's a 2-out run-scoring triple. And it's 2-1. Diamondbacks on the board.
About time.
What a situational hitting.
Right back, right back.
Dale's ball up toward right center field.
Just scored 1, but you got it.
This ball looked like
That was an error. Completely missed the ball.
just a hard hit ball.
So it was 2 people on base?
Yeah, I don't know why it did that, but it got by him, and now you got a guy up there.
So he scored 2 runs, huh?
No, he only made it into third base.
They're
So
going
it
to
was
rule
2
that
outs.
a single for Gruber, and then they're going to apply. And he ain't Jacob Young. I don't think they took into account that little skip that the ball took, but regardless, it's the first big league hit. It's the first big league RBI. And again, time run 90 feet away. Let's see what he can bring home another.
2 out base hits, situational hitting. That is a great way to get that first knock.
A couple of I like it.
2 outs, the pitch to Troy. And Littell missed down to the way with a sweeper, 1 ball, and no strikes to count. D-backs are safe at home with Blue Sky Pest Control, the official pest control provider for the Arizona Diamondbacks, Chase Field. In the dirt, it skips forward, and Gruber holds.
Oregon sounds terrible.
Right in front of the plate. It's kind of an easy one for either Ruiz or Littell to pick up and make the tag themselves. Here's a 2-0. Troy takes it high, ball 3 balls, and no strikes.
Tel Marte on deck.
That motherfucker ain't been open in a minute. They got weeds and
Trio pitch. Troy, that is high, ball 4. That'll be a walk, and there's runners on the corners for 2 outs, and we might see for the first time in this series pitching coach Simon Matthews.
This is a scene that happens quite often when a guy's got a no-hitter going, and all of a sudden after you give him that first hit, everything comes tumbling down. Almost looks like what's happening. Shot 2-2.
No out visit coming from the pitching coach. They're going to let Littell just work through this. 2-1 Washington, bottom of the 5th.
Oh, that dude did
the first pitch to Littell. Swung on and grounded to second. Routine bounce for Nunez. He takes his time and throws to first. Inning is over. But the D-backs get up. Might be something where he sits for a minute. Maybe it'll be a bigger issue. Space double play. 6-4 to 3. That'll do it for the Astros in the 3rd inning. They get one though. Altuve's 5th home run. Plants to second. 2-2. Low and inside, almost hit him in the foot. Curveball low and in. 3-2.
Now, you know, Spencer wants to get deeper in this game, but give up 3 extra base hits, right? That inning would have continued if not for that amazing relay. It gives the manager pause if he has to start thinking, all right, I don't want to let this game get away, and we're going to keep this close. We have a great bullpen and a good lineup, so Spencer would be on a shorter leash now after that last inning.
Could really use a strikeout. See if he can find a way to get it. 3-2 pitch. Fouled back. Checking scores around the league. They're in the bottom of the 4th inning in Philadelphia. White Sox currently doing the Braves a favor and leading the Phillies 6-1. That's a glance on the Saya out-of-town scoreboard. All of our scores from out of town delivered to you by Saya, the official freight carrier of the Atlanta Braves.
I'll be seeing them Saya trucks. S-A-I-A.
Strider set right in the letters. 3-2 pitch. Pulled out towards first. Nicholas on that thing. Scooped up by Olsman. No step on the bag. Advancing over to third base, Triolo. When that first made contact with the dirt, it was right next to the chalk, and it took a pretty hard left turn. Not the easiest ball spinning out there to Matt to secure, but he's able to do a fine job. He's a Gold Glover, of course. Gets the out. The infield in for Brandon Lau. Runner at third, 1 out. Lau with a strikeout to pop out. Strider trying to maintain a 1-run lead. Lau takes a ball low that bounces right behind Lau. Charlotte now wins. Alongside Darren O'Day and our producer-engineer Jonathan Chadwick, Ben Ingram here with you. It's the middle game of this series. Finale tomorrow. Braves can win the series with a win today. They won last night 6-3. Strider spins the 1-0. That's fouled straight back. 1-1. By the way, game tomorrow, 1:35 Eastern first pitch, 12:35 Central. Bryce Elder versus Bubba Chandler. And then for the Braves, it's off to Chicago. Face the White Sox Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we'll see the Mets next weekend in New York. Lead in third by Triolo. 1-1. Outside, 2 balls and a strike.
Another good pitching matchup tomorrow. Bubba Chandler, young stud for the Pirates, and Bryce Elder. Pretty good day to spend it at the afternoon at the ballpark.
I mean, perfect day for it.
The official home improvement retailer for the Toronto Blue Jays, well known, genuinely Canadian. Tying run coming up, 6-4 Blue Jays. We're on first and no outs in the top of the 8th inning. Let's go back to today's host. Here's Show On Lead.
Thanks. Check out that St. Louis Bar and Grill out-of-town scoreboards. Scores around Major League Baseball on right now. Bennett mentioned the Rays down in Miami. It's actually it's a bullpen day, it looks like, for the Marlins. A no-hitter going on for Miami right now. They're on to Calvin Fauché in the top of the 6th inning, but no reliever has allowed a hit or a walk. So we'll keep an eye on that one. Again, the Marlins up 2-zip on the Tampa Bay Rays right now, top of the 6th inning. Top of the 6th inning elsewhere includes the Washington Nationals. They're up 2-1 on the Arizona Diamondbacks. Chicago White Sox up 6-1 on the Phillies. Where the Phillies will be here in Toronto starting Monday for the first of 3. Top 5 in Atlanta down at Truist Park. The Braves and Pirates are currently tied at 3. Top of the 4th inning, the Houston Astros down south in Texas are currently leading the A's 7-2. A little later on, in about 2 hours, a little over 2 hours, I suppose, Ranger Suarez for the Boston Red Sox will go at Yankee Stadium in New York. Will Warren will put his 7-1 record on the line. He's been very good this year. 70 strikeouts for Will Warren. That matchup, again, the second of 3 games between the Red Sox and the Yankees. 7:35 p.m. Eastern, 4:35 p.m. Pacific. A couple of finals as well include a 4-zip win for the Mariners over the Tigers. Bryce Miller with his longest start of the year, his second win. 6 innings of work, 1 hit allowed, just 2 walks, no runs, 9 strikeouts, and 20 batters faced. Bryce Miller not that long removed since returning from the IL. Blue Jays baseball, as always, brought to you by Crown Rust Protection. With the call on the Sportsnet Radio Network, here's Ben Schulman and Chris LaRue.
Thank you very much. So 6-4 Blue Jays, but a runner on first, no outs, top of the 8th. So Adley Rutschman plays the tying run against submariner Tyler Rogers. Just into the game, Rogers deals home, and Rutschman takes the strike, elevated on the inside edge, 0-1. For Rogers, a 2.28 ERA, just under 28 innings this year. He can get balls on the ground. They'd love that right now with a runner on first, no outs. Sinker sweeper from Submariner, who picks and deals. And the pitch is deemed low. 1 ball, 1 strike. The Blue Jays do have both their ABS reviews remaining. Rutschman 0 for 3 today, but owns career OPS around 1,000 at Rogers Center. The 1-1 is hit foul, lifted to the left side into the seats. 1-2. Rutschman trying to get underneath that sinker.
Yeah, you want to stay down and away as Blue Garland continues to get loose down there. Just in case anything. It's a little hairy here in the 8th inning.
He was up in the 7th, sat down, and now up again after Rogers enters. Long hold, step off, throw to first, and a dive back in by Gunnar Henderson. This 8th inning is brought to you by Shell Power Nitro Plus.
Big color, bigger savings. Sherwin-Williams Super Sale is here. Get 40% off paints and stains June 5th through the 11th with prices starting at $30.89. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door Garcia is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only, some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Celebrate Father's Day at the T-Max game on Sunday, June 21st. The first 15,000 dads to the game will get a Father's Day polo. Get your tickets at tmax.com. The Arizona Diamondbacks
Father's Day
play
polo? What the?
Arizona
I'll
Sports
take a Father's Day polo.
98.7
What is
and
it?
the Arizona
Polo
Sports
shirt?
app.
Oh, he said
Well, it's
polo.
just the way that baseball
No,
can
he
go.
said polo.
Any last
He said
inning
polo.
for Zach Patel
He said it
and
was a
no
polo.
hitter going in this inning.
Say, what the hell is that?
Pitch missing. It's 2-0 on Peters. The pitch. And this one's ripped down the right field line. That's another base hit. Garcia racing over to try to cut it before it gets to the corner. Racing into third is Mydroth. They're going to put the stop sign up as Garcia fires it on one hop all the way home to the plate. Garcia got tangled up along the side wall somewhere there. And the White Sox gave it a good long look in terms of trying to send Mydroth home. But with 2 outs, it looks like that will do it for Painter.
In a trade with the Mets in 2024 for Paul Blackburn. I remember him with the
Where the 70s. 0-2 on Dubon. And Mauricio strikes it foul. Two on Dubon.
Dubai.
Ashcraft at 69 pitches. Here's number
Ashcraft.
70. 0-2. Chasing a miss.
Got a crafty ass.
Slider, strikeout number 5 for Ashcraft. That one down to the
Hey there, baby.
Northside Hospital
Yeah,
Cancer
about 30
Institute,
miles
one of the nation's
from
leading
Cincinnati.
largest cancer programs. Northside is built to beat cancer.
Then the last little stretch is how much?
What is Ashcraft? That's some nasty stuff. Those two great balls. They're a potent
I don't know better
combination.
when we get there, but I think it's like 200 miles.
So you know you're under a secret. Right?
Matt Olson climbing in. That takes a first pitch strike. Yeah, there's a lot to like about Ashcraft, isn't there?
There is.
Oh, this Ashcraft is on here.
Ass
A
grab.
great month of May. But again, he's made some mistakes in the middle of the plate, and especially the
Hey, Ashcraft, get in there.
settled down a little bit since then, but it's some high-end stuff.
And a tough day for Olson against him. Cunha draws the attention of Ashcraft and fires it over, round back in with a dive. Braves have averaged just over 5 runs per game this season.
Oh, he had to have some time in school with that like that.
Baseball.
I'd have been beating up everybody.
3 runs to this point today.
Hey, Ashcraft. Oh, it would have
First time somebody got smart.
So what I'm getting at is a home
Kick
run
his
average. Right. Also give the Braves the lead. Currently tied at 3 in the bottom of the 5th inning. 1-1 pitch. And Olson lines it into center field, a base hit. Acuna tagging the second. And the Braves have him at first and second with 1 down for Ozzie Albies. Entering the action today, the Braves lead the Dodgers by 2 games for the best record in baseball. And entering the contest this afternoon, the Braves on pace for a 109-win season. Long way to go, of course. This is game number 65 and 97 left to be played, but a pretty darn good pace in the first 64 games. Trying to win this one today, take the series, go for a sweep tomorrow. First pitch to Ozzie. He swings and does it all right between the legs of Indy Rodriguez, the catcher. By the way, if the Braves hit that pace, that'd be the franchise record for wins in a season. 0-1 pitch. Ozzie fouls it off. The 98 Braves won 106 games. So that total serves as the franchise's best record. Going to be in the conversation, that's for sure. 0-2 on Ozzie Albies. Runners take off. Huge jump. There's a ball low in it. Rolls by the catcher. Rodriguez pounces on it right back there where the painted tomahawk is behind the batter's circle. Ronald holds it third. I think for a second he thought he might have scored. But it is is a double steal. Second time they've had a double steal this game.
Nicely done. We expected this out of the Pirates, not so much the Braves. Some aggressive base running here today. Puts them in a great spot here.
Now the infield is in, one down, runners at second and third. 1-2, and a bullet high in the air to deep right, going back to the edge of the track. O'Hearn makes the catch. That's deep enough for both runners to tag, both advance. Reynolds scores, Braves have the lead. Ozzy's second RBI today. He also had the sac fly in the first inning. And the Braves on top 4-3 as he hit that one very hard to deep right field.
Yeah, without the stolen bases there, that's just run-of-the-mill F9. There's 2 runs that the Braves scored today that came with the help of a stolen base. It's part of the game the Braves haven't utilized much, but they're certainly capable of it.
There's Dominic Smith with 2 down. Dominic takes the ball inside. We're going to tag on another run here. Braves had some production with 2 down in the first inning. Scored one of those 2 runs with 2 down back in the first inning. Dominic. He sits it deep down the left field line, slicing to the corner, at the foul pole. Home run! It's out of here!
Come on around the bases, you
brings up the power here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Just sneaks it inside the foul pole. That is his 6th homer of the season, and the Braves have a 6-3 lead here in the 5th.
There you go.
Just kind of like mannerisms change, his pitching style change after this song.
Tampa Bay Rays.
Think.
The 184 at 855. Rays on internet 866. New York Yankees pick on Boston Red Sox at 7:35 p.m. Yankees on Sirius 132. XL on 86 and internet 859. Red Sox on internet 844. Texas Rangers take on the Cleveland Guardians at 7:35 p.m. Rangers on Sirius 115. XL on 85 and internet 867. Guardians on internet 848. Spanish speed on internet 870. Colorado Rockies host the Milwaukee Brewers at 9:10 p.m. Rockies on Sirius XM channel.
Well, hits for the Blue Jays. A lot of it produced by Sanchez, Clement, Valenzuela. The middle third of the order. 1-1. Fouled off to the left. 1-2. And I should really include Okamoto. Really, 4 through 7 has been a big driver of the offense today. Maybe 4 through 8, 2 hits for unders.
And let's not forget who started this ballgame for the Orioles. I mean, he dominated this lineup last time he faced him. It was 5 days ago.
Kyle Bradish bounced after 4 innings, giving up 5 runs. Albert Suarez, the reliever, with a 1-2. Way high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. For whatever reason, a lot of their best offensive games this year have come against the best pitchers. I think there's a couple different ways you can look at it, but it seems to keep happening. Enough that John Schneider has acknowledged it as well. 2-2. Up and in, ball 3.
Yeah, you can make the argument that maybe you're a little more locked in. You're not veering from the game plan a little bit because you know you have to stay with the game plan in order to beat those number 1s, number 2s.
I think that's a fair point. 3-2. Hit on the ground, foul.
But at the same time, it could just be coincidence.
It could be coincidence. You know, there's also something to a lot of the best pitchers in the game throw in the zone at times.
Yeah.
And the Blue Jays have chased a lot this year. Maybe when that's less of a factor and they're back to the
I would have put your and then you turn up that.
3-2 again. Struck him out on an elevated heater at 95.
My turn signal on, you get up to the left. You go to the signal on the center and I wait and then you get up. That is amazing.
Be out of the zone right there.
Got a CDL out of Cracker Jack box.
Huh?
Got a CDL out of a Cracker Jack box. That's what my dad used to say. Get your license out of Cracker Jack box.
Trying to
I
add
love
bottom of the 8, 2 outs.
Cracker Jack.
Brandon Valenzuela.
Didn't they have like a little prize?
Yep.
Ball 1.
Usually it was always
Looking ahead to the top of the 9th inning, the Orioles are set to have Leone Taveras, Sam Hupp and Samuel Pasayo on the bench. Unsure if Pasayo would be available to hit today. 1-0. Ball strike 1-1. Or for that matter, play defense after he hit. Louis Garland continuing to work in the left field bullpen. 1-1 from Suarez. Strong hits it on the ground, back in it at short by Henderson. He'll toss across to first in time, and we go to the 9th inning. Blue Jays 6, Orioles 4. Blue Jays looking to even the series. They need 3 outs to do it. For this, you're listening to
Dropped that one. That was a solid shot right through the gap. And put that ball in front of him. He can see exactly where everyone's at. He can stop at second or push it to third. And he can...
There, it's gone, and it is foul. Second deck, but foul.
Ended up on the second deck, huh?
AJ Blueball was wondering how tough Dyer things got. It was right after the Astros had scored 5 runs, too. He seemed to be in control of this game, leading 7-2, 0-2. And that is strike 3 call on the outside corner. Bolte goes down looking. That is 8 strikeouts for a bye, 1 off. Championship right now. The show.
Hit balls out of the zone, said Altuve would swing that stuff that's way out of the zone.
The number of wall bank.
Score! Oh, baby! Scooble, if they made... Pitcher has not cooperated. We had a weather delay early. Play was underway. First suspension happened at 11:16. Play was delayed an hour and 44 minutes, resuming at 1 p.m. So the tee times for the later groups were delayed about an hour and 40 minutes. Mark McCover, we go on the course. We know the forecast is not looking good for later in the afternoon into the early evening and tonight. Unfortunately, some storms popped up early. It's hot, humid. It happens this time of year in this portion of Ohio. 4:35 local. We pass out our second delay. Players can take it off the course. Who knows how long it will last?
Yeah, that's really.
So that's in a delay, right?
We just threw 3 innings live batting practice a few days ago. Big baseball on Sirius XM.
Sportsnet Radio Network. Top of the 9th inning, we welcome you back to Rogers Center and welcome you to the Timbermart broadcast booth. Bases loaded, team ready. Timbermart stores are family owned and committed to helping their neighborhoods swing for the fences on every project. Timbermart, locally owned, proudly Canadian. I'm Ben Schulman alongside Chris Lord. Top of the 9th inning, Blue Jays up 6-4 on the Orioles. And into the game in a pitching change, Louis Garland here to try and close it out for the Blue Jays. So start off with switch hitter batting left, Leody Taveras. Right-hander Garland into the windup. The kick and hitch is inside with a fastball to start his day. Ball 1. Or rather a changeup, just 3 miles an hour. 30th appearance of the year for Garland. His 1-0 pitch, foul tipped 1-1 as he revs it up to 98. Pitching change brought to you by Home Market, the official home improvement retailer for the Toronto Blue Jays. Locally owned, genuinely Canadian. 1 earned run in 32 1/3 innings for Garland. 1-1. A little bit high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Taveras today 0 for 3. Third baseman Okamoto playing in case of a bunt. Here's the wind and the 2-1 pitch. Foul back 2-2. It's that potentially triple-digit four-seamer, the big knuckle curve, and this year the changeup, the slider, the sinker have featured as well for Louis Garland, who won AL reliever of the month in March. April probably should have, with all due respect to Cade Smith, in May as well. 2-2 pitch. Fastball hit high to right field, but hanging up for Nathan Lucas. He'll move in and make the grab. 1 out.
Big fastball there at 100 miles an hour in on the hands of Taveras. It's a lazy fly ball out to Nathan Lucas in right field. Big first out with Samuel Basayo coming to the plate.
They hit for Tyler O'Neill in the spot, so we learned the answer whether Basayo's available. He is, and he's into the game right now for the Orioles.
So it's 196.
Well, that's where we start. Oh, we start
6-4 Blue Jays, top of the 9th. 1 out, base is empty in the pitch.
So it's 196.
Fouled off to the right, 0-1.
And 24, we'll say. So that puts it at 220 minus the 17. So it'll be right around 203, 204, somewhere right around there. And we should have Schlucks, like barely.
Basayo, a big 21-year-old left-handed hitter, faces an 0-1 and hooks it on the ground right side. Flying out of his spot, backhand, throws back to the covering
Drop his engine top.
Steps on back. Two down. Aaron Rodgers
So
said
drop
his
here
fans
late.
start to rise out of
Oh,
their
we're
seats.
dropping this loop.
Oh, we're dropping
There's
it.
the change.
We don't have no nothing.
Shied away from it a little bit in recent outings, but he pulls it out there to the big Messiah.
The low, you can grab whatever candy or eggs or whatever that you
Big
might
ground
want.
ball. Good job for Garland covering first base.
I don't think they got my yogurt.
Blue Jays 6, Orioles 4, top of the ninth.
No.
Looking
I
into
believe
the
I did
series
get
with
the
2 outs
yogurt,
and the
but
bases
for
empty. It's Garland against Blaze Alexander with the game on the line. The kick in the pinch. Line. Hits on the back end. Pulled in at second. He'll spin. Throw to first. And the Blue Jays swing. Of course it's a great play from Ernie Quinn on a great pitch.
Yep.
And here is keeper Ruiz. Bases empty, 2 outs. The pitch, swing and a miss. Count is 0-1. Putout goes 1-3. Rio ready. And the right-hander comes set. There is the 0-1. That's outside, trying to change it, missed. So a couple of valuable insurance runs for Washington. And at the top of the 7th, they lead 4-1 now. And the 1-1. Ruiz takes it in the dirt. For some reason, Rio is not want to throw fastballs right now. Another change-up, spike that one. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Missed outside, forcing the ball 3.
And you got that guy, James Wood, on deck.
The 3-1 pitch. Ruiz takes it outside. That'll be a 2-out walk.
Not the ideal situation there. But now you got to make some pitches.
60 years, 20 locations statewide. One great partner. Champaign Automotive Group.
1-2. And it swung on it foul back. Came up with Detroit during the COVID season of 2020. And the White Sox are his 6th different big league team. Here's a swing, a miss. And Hill strikes out. Right away. Struck him.
I'm rooting for family businesses. Because in all of our years of banking, we found that when you treat every business like family, they tend to prosper. So, if you're a family business and you need a bank, come see us today. Image Bank. Here, you grow. A division of Zions Bank Corporation and a member FDIC.
Who's that? That's not Rob Mason, is it? Oh, they're in Houston.
Second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Left-hander Jose Suarez now into the game before the A's. Suarez, 5.22 ERA, 18 games, 29 and a third innings, 38 hits, 16, 34 strikeouts. The A's, the third team for Suarez this year. He's also pitched for the Braves and the Mariners. Comes on, 2 on, nobody out, bottom of the 5th, Astros leading 7-2. The batter is Jose Altuve. Suarez delivers, and Altuve takes one down in for a ball. Suarez, acquired by the Mariners by the A's from the Mariners in mid-May, after he had been designated for assignment, worked out a trade for cash considerations.
Braves 6, Pirates 3. A Braves game day is about great fans and great food. And the original Louisiana hot sauce makes everything.
It makes a lot of sense when you think through this. How about
like that part.
Clayton likes it too. And 2-2, Palacios reaches for that, drives into right center field. Stowers is back, and Stowers makes the grab. Kyle Stowers with a good first step. He drifted to the spot in right center field, and that one looked like it was ticketed for the alleyway, but Stowers was able to get there pretty comfortably for out number 1.
Yeah, at first, his first step, I was like, uh-oh. I think that's going to go over his head. And then he adjusted his route, was able to catch that with ease. So it was a great play.
You know, it's Ben Williamson who's 0 for 2 today. Williamson getting the start at second. Palacios the pivot from second to left, but he gets Sixton not playing today. First pitch, Williamson takes upstairs, encountering 94. Well, this is at points of both Rays lineup, but you could say similar to the Marlins, 1-0 missed inside. If the top 3 aren't going, it's kind of hard to locate where the run production is going to come from. Like, they are built on Diaz, Aranda, and Caminero. The Marlins, at points so far this year, 2-0 in for a called strike, and it's 2-1, have been built on and reliant on X, Otto, and Hicks. Right, you're waiting on those guys to really get it going. But, I mean, Palacios is hitting 4th. Palacios has an OPS under 700. 2-1 missed inside, 3 balls and strike. Then you go Williamson to 670 OPS. Cedric Mullins at his 570 OPS. Taylor Walls at his sub-600 OPS. Victor Mesa's 4 for 29. Fortes has a sub-600 OPS. 3-1 misses high and tight for ball 4, so Williamson draws the 1-out walk.
Honestly, I think part of that is because he has his speed up. I think if he was 3rd or 4th, I feel like that would, you know, he got that hit earlier. He's a guy that drives in runs. I feel like if he would have been deeper in the lineup, maybe he could have got more production because somebody would have been on it maybe in front of him.
The first pitch to Sir Mullins. This is off the plate away. Sweeper for ball 1.
But give credit to the Marlins bullpen. They will navigate those top 3 so that they basically, there's only one hit between those 3 guys.
And Diaz singled his last time out there, combined 1 for 9. Mullins dumps it on his hands. He flares into shallow left center field. Ruiz and Hernandez coming on. Esteri makes the catch for out number 2.
Yeah, that's one of those ones that hurt your hands.
Let's bring up now Ryan Waldschmidt. Nationals at front courts 1. D-backs. And his point is the 2 hits today. One of them from David Smith. One of them by Lou James Gruber. And unfortunately for the D-backs, it's kind of another day where they are struggling with runners and scoring.
Shuts up. Kerry Donnelly, go ahead and double tap.
Although it's a different type of struggle, as there's a check swing, go swing. They can't get right now. They've had only 2 chances. 1 ball, no strikes. Parker set ready. 1-0. Vegas blow. Vegas is getting ready for Washington.
Sorry, going to go to the bathroom and get whatever we want to out of there. Go park for the rest of our
And a hard hit ball out to deep center field. Young moving back on the warning track will make the catch. There's 2 outs. And that'll bring up Roldo Berto.
Come on.
23 strikeouts. Just 2 walks.
That is impressive.
Got the 1-2. Foul back. And we counted them up. Obviously, the Phillies have been in a lot of 1-run ball games. And of those 15 saves, 9 of them are 1-run saves. That's remarkable. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Bowl. And a pitch for Burke. Taken. And it's a little bit low. Balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the 6th. Burke ready. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider got it. That's now 7 strikeouts for Berg. And 9 for the game for the Bills offense. That'll bring up Brandon Marsh.
Bills offense just see signs every now and then, like the last couple of games. Hitting the ball much better, but just not the consistency.
The pitch swung on, hit well. Right center picked up the alley. Hill is back at the wall, looking up, and it's gone. And Brandon Marsh with a solo home run, his 7th of the season. Phillies trying to creep back in it. First ball, now Marsh, and it's just spelled out of play right side. Nationals for D-backs 1. D-backs getting a little bit of positive news on the injury report, but A.J. Puck throwing 2/3 of an inning last night, 24 pitches, velo was good. Muller also got 5 at-bats. That's great news. 0-2 is a routine can accord to right. And Cruz circles behind it with 2 hands. He makes the catch. The inning is over. The D-backs go down in order. We have a bottom of 1 ball, no strikes. Burke delivers. And that pitch is inside. It's 2-0.
Yeah, big difference. Could have found the strike zone in that first inning. 2 walks and hit back. All came in to score.
The 2-0. And JT takes a little low. Breaking ball. It's 3-0. JT just 2 hits his last 20 at-bats from the last 7 games, including today. 3-0 count. And a pitch. That one's in for a strike. 3-1.
Do we need to take the jug, the ice jug?
Yeah, I'll take it. Burke sets at the belt. The big righty delivers the 3-1 pitch and a swing and a miss. JT tried to check.
Do end up
with
out
the
there
hold
calling
off
to make sure we
slider.
have ice.
So it's 3-2. JT takes his time out. Should he extend the inning? Bryson Stott waits on that. And back-to-back games with a homer for Brandon Marsh.
Were you able to clean it out?
3-2. The payoff. It's not chasing that for ball 4. Yeah, a lot of.
Not getting locked in on what they want to swing at, or what they should be swinging at.
Keep saying I'm gonna get some donuts from up here and I never get them. Because they're on the other side of the freeway. I don't know, maybe we'll catch the other way if we come back this way.
Walk for JT today.
Zach Loeb is on his way to the mound. The pitching coach for Chicago is going to come out, talk with Burke, and we'll see if that prompts them to get anything going. Now it's in the 10. Bryson Stott will come up. He's 0-2. Yeah, he can make this game pretty interesting real fast.
Absolutely.
Holmes has hit his 7th. Marsh has hit his 2nd. Stott is sitting on 6 homers for the year. Seems fitting that he would get his 7th.
I think that's a really good idea.
Oh, they got a McDonald's here, Donna.
Yeah. And then you have Odolis waiting on deck. He's got 6. The pitch. And that's a called strike over the outside corner. Good pitch there, sinker away, and that's not a pitch that Stott is going to go after these days. He's looking to turn
and burn.
And burn if you can, especially early in the count.
Turn and burn. Shake and bake it.
The
playing the other way in the outfield to pull
I
on the
drink
ground.
5 Mountain Dews before I drink
That's
5
up the
Mountain
way.
Dews.
Breaking ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. They are getting a left-hander loose in the White Sox pen. 81 pitches now for Burke. After the 2-out walk to Robuto. 1 ball and 1 strike. The pitch. Taken. Ooh, that was a really close pitch. Stock kind of flinched like he thought it might get called, but it was low.
Sean Newcomb, the lefty, up for the White Sox.
2 balls, 1 strike. Stott with those hands held low, waiting. Runner goes. The pitch. It's taken outside. Throw to second is high. And JT with a stolen base, his second of the year.
Good throw, might have had it, but it's a high throw, and Comer had to get up in the air to get it. And JT slides in there safely. Might have spun his wheels a little bit, getting the start.
Phillies only have 1 AB today with a man in scoring position that came in the second. 3 balls and a strike for Stott. And a pitch. And that one is a called strike. And Stott wants to challenge. I think he thought it was low. It was really similar to the 2-1 pitch. And it is low. So it's a walk. And now Adolis. Adolis Garcia 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a pop out. Could he be the third Philly to get number 7 today? 2 aboard. 2 outs. The pitch. And that is right there for a called strike. Flag's moving pretty good. It's we don't have any rain in the forecast, do we? 0-1 the count.
No rain, just some thunderstorms.
Okay. Peters says Garcia takes time out. Peters a step towards left center. He's looking for that big 2-out hit. Get it back in this game. 6-2 Chicago. 0-1 the count. Burke kicks the pitch, and it's high. One ball and 1 strike. Adolis waiting. A check of second. Another look back. Now 2-2. Well, with the fastball to strike him out in the second, we'll see what he does here. 3-2 on the way. Swung on back. Stops around the third, and Adolis Garcia keeps the line moving. He's got an RBI single, and it's a 6-3 game, and the Phillies are getting the tying run to come to the plate.
Good job right there with Garcia staying with it, going the other way, just out of the reach of the second baseman.
All with 2 outs. The homer by Marsh. JT and Stott both with walks. Garcia now an RBI single, his 19th RBI of the season. And that'll be it for Burt. We've got a pitching change here in the sixth. 6-3 game. Back in a moment on the Phillies Radio Network.
Stadium, on the road, or at home. Let's work together to stop the steal. Vehicle crime is going down in Philadelphia. Let's keep the momentum going. A thief can act in seconds. Unlocked cars or distracted drivers are easy targets. And stolen cars are often used to commit other crimes that bring danger.
You got your phone? No. open that.
Thank you.
We do stink over here.
Huh?
It do stink over here.
He's on his foot, so his foot never hit the bag, I don't think.
Chicago is challenging the alcohol.
Looked like his foot pinned Bohm's foot up, Peter's foot pinned Bohm's foot up against the bag after looking widgety and trying to take the bag.
He had a huge jump off Mason. And he definitely comes off the bag at some point. I don't know if Bohm ever keeps the glove on him. Yeah,
He's out. I think.
You know, again, you take the throw and he's reaching out in front of the base, fishing for the sliding runner. Kevin Stockton, fidgety, whatever, he's always talking about it. He'll drop the glove and front, put the glove down in front of the bag. It's, I think it'll come down to whether or not New York thinks he got a foot on there clear of Bohm's foot.
I don't know if that's clear and convincing.
Yeah.
Which makes me believe they'll.
There we go.
After you call the field stand, runner is out.
There you go. JT guns down another one. 10 caught stealing of the year for JT Realmuto. He's right at 30%, 10 of 30. Bases are clear, 2 outs. And Derek Hill resumes his at-bat with a count 2-2. Mason kicks the pitch. Check swing. Pitch was wide. He didn't swing. Says the first base umpire. Three and 2, count full. Hill waits the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. So after the one base hit starts it, Phillies able to get out. A little help from JT Realmuto. Scoreless, top of the 8th. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. It remains the White Sox 6 and the Phillies 3.
John Cook here. You ever hear sound and immediately know your day just got expensive? That right there, that's the sound of a bad day. Look, on the field, I'm prepared and ready for anything. Off the field, I'm the same way. Because repair bills don't ask permission. They just show up. That's why I have Car Shield. Coverage options that help with costly car repairs.
Don't get caught looking. Get a free quote today at carshield.com. Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at carshield.com.
Just like our Phillies, small business owners need a strong team behind them. Philadelphia Insurance Company's business owners policy is built to protect your small business. Phillies BOP coverage handles risk so businesses can continue swinging for success. Talk with your insurance agent and learn why Philadelphia Insurance is the trusted teammate that keeps you in the game. Learn more at PhillyBOP.com, PHLYBOP.com. Philadelphia Insurance Companies, proud partner of the Phillies and the new sponsor of the Philadelphia Insurance Club at Citizens Bank Park.
From Westchester to Doylestown, from Drexel Hill to Lansdale to Philly, we all look out for each other, stepping up to keep our communities going strong. And at Independence Blue Cross, we're here to keep you going strong. We've been deeply rooted in our communities for more than 85 years, and that connection to members has earned us our spot as the #1 health insurer in the region. So while you look out for your neighbors, know IBX is always looking out for you. Learn more at IBX.com.
HBCU legacy runs deep. Now a new generation steps up at All-Star Week in Philly when Ken Griffey Jr. hosts the Swingman Classic. July 10th at Citizens Bank Park. Get tickets at allstargame.com. MLB trademarks used with permission.
Go hit my hip. Go hit my hip.
Alec Ball to begin the eighth inning is now 0 for Ball. Sean Newcomb remains on the mound for the White Sox. Wind up in the 1-0. Breaking ball, that's in for a strike. Slurve comes in at 83 miles an hour, contrasted with his 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Pitch swung on, fouled away to the right side. Ball with a home run today. That was back in the fourth inning. Started the Phillies scoring. They were down 6-0 at that point. Homer leading off the fourth. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. It's way up high.
You have to park all the way up here. That's where we're going to go.
Newcomb, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 96-mile-an-hour fastball. And Newcomb, who has been really good for the White Sox this season. Continuing that today, he's retired all 5 batters that he's faced.
Something that had RPGs, nuclear weapons.
Bring up Brandon Marsh.
Tear shit up.
First pitch, that's a little bit high. Marsh today with a home run in the 6th. He's also flied to center and grounded out third to the pitcher. He just scorched one off the backside of the pitcher. 1-0. Swung on, line to left, and going over for it, unable to get it, Zanfernacci. And Marsh is around first. He's on his way to second. He's got a laser double the other way. Got Stelecki Newcomb. And he's in scoring position with 1 out here in the 8th.
Pretty much no reason at this point to ever bench Marsh just because the left-hander's out there. He's showing it. He can handle it. A good piece of hit now.
Well, you get 1 home here. At least you give yourself striking distance tonight.
Right.
They've still got the righty Taylor Warner through the White Sox. That double the 11th of the year for Marsh. The pitch. JT takes the slurve in for a strike. The 1-1.
Oh, you're right here.
The count, the pitch. Swing and line right center field, and it's going to be caught. Marsh has to scamper back, and he's just there safely. Brandon Marsh got a little bit too far off the bag and was lucky to get back and avoid yet another base running mistake, which has been the one thing about Marsh's game this year that he's going to need to clean up.
And that's one thing, it's just so important that when you're out there, especially at second base, when you're in score position, is to look around like he's doing now, see where the outfielders are at. But give it another look, too. Once you get your lead, take a quick peek out there.
And here's Stott, and he takes a breaking ball in. They'll snap, throw back to first. Oh, they say strike called. And a throw back to second. The shortstop Montgomery was nowhere near the bag. It is 0-1 on Stott. He was 0 for 2 today with a walk. Outfield straightaway against him. The pitch, swing and a miss, fastball. And the count, no balls, 2 strikes. Newcomb delivers. Breaking ball. Strike 3 called. Got him looking. And no challenge from Bryson Stott, as that breaking ball was way below his own. Goodness. Why not challenge that?
Really?
Wow.
I'm blinking. You rude as hell.
Collision, the ball flew right past
We'll go
his ass
tonight
again.
at 6-3 White Sox.
Sirius XM's Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7 takes you backstage and behind the scenes with the superstars of wrestling.
It is Street Life with Jacob Fatu. I'm not gonna be a character. That's why people gravitate towards me, because I'm just me and myself. That's just me keeping it one thing.
Darby Allin's in the house.
I want to go crazy every week. It could end at any moment, but I'd love to live in that state.
Sirius XM's whole full wrestling conversation is Pro Wrestling Nation 24/7.
I used to love wrestling.
156 in the car and on the Sirius XM app.
Wrestling, Daddy?
Yeah, after James died, I ain't really watch that.
On Loud Outs.
He used to go to the MGM.
Oh,
When Papa was little, me, James, Paul,
I tried to break it up, and it fit in prominently in my locker.
Eddie Guerrero. You ever heard him? He would come on stage, right? He would come on stage with his lowrider. He would drive his lowrider into the arena, like start hitting switches and shit. And he was from San Diego. So he had a move called 619 in the San Diego area. He dropped a motherfucker on his knee.
Staying at this level all season long, baby. Picture yourself.
R.I.P. Eddie Guerrero.
WW Network Radio, Sirius XM 89.
Yeah, I don't
and
know
on
how
Sirius
he died.
XM app. Wait, did you just call me baby? I guess there's always room for
Eddie Guerrero.
Phillies fans, no matter where you are, you won't miss a pitch with the Sirius XM app. Hear every game all season long. Download the Sirius XM app and search Phillies.
Sirius XM NFL Radio is your home for the National Football League all year long on Channel 88 and on the Sirius XM app.
Hold on, Daddy.
Well, we're going to the ninth inning, and the Phillies will turn to right-hander Chase Sugar. He makes the appearance here in the ninth with the White Sox still in front, 6-3. And the Phillies have had a whole handful of calls today that they have chosen not to challenge. They would have been overturned. A lot of them. That's definitely something they do monitor. They'll review after each game and talk about. There's Antonacci at the top of the order for the White Sox, and he takes first pitch up high. This game started with a 4-run first inning for Chicago.
Oh, it is a card.
And that is the difference in the game. As Andrew Pena came out and could not find the strike zone. Outside, he gave up 2 hits in the inning. One was hit reasonably hard, the double that capped the scoring by Peters, which came at the end of an 11-pitch at bat. But everything else was softly hit. There was only one other hit in the inning. 2-0. It's up high, but a hit batter, a walk, single, a walk, 2 weak ground outs, score runs.
Here we go. Fucked up. Right into the blue eye. We go down to go to the donuts.
That's high. It's ball 4. Sugar for the 4-pitch walk to tonight. You get the 3 guys that came into the game here that haven't pitched at all in the last 5 days.
Right.
Just makes it tough.
You gonna pick up the donuts?
You gotta figure out.
Meet me in there. Or I'm going to get out of here. Either or. Either or, my love. Either or.
First pitch to him. It's a breaking ball. It's in for a strike. Antonacci will run. He's been caught 4 times, but he's also got 8 steals.
Only cost me 2 minutes.
The pitch. Foul back. White Sox closer has been...
How you doing? You mind if I take a picture of your truck? All right. I got a YouTube channel, Big Mama Trucking in Crocs and Socks. And it's beautiful. What year is that? 32? 31. Model A?
Vendors that worked out of their car. Vendors that worked out of their car.
Yeah. How long you say you had it?
This one's about 2 years.
About 2 years. You got more than one?
Yeah, I have a coupe that I've had about 5 years.
Really? All right. What's your name, boss?
Ed.
Ed. Nice to meet you, Ed.
Yeah.
Look us up on YouTube, Big Mama Trucking in Crocs and Socks. Have a good day. How awesome is that? How awesome is that? 31 coupe. No, they said it wasn't a coupe. 31 Ford Victoria. Oh, that's probably where they got the Crown Victoria. Maybe. All right, guys. I'll be back. I got to go in the store for a second.
work something in the league.
Nobody brings you closer to our national pastime than MLB
All right,
Network Radio
202
on
miles away, my love.
SiriusXM. That's what's amazing about baseball. It's a daily insider's perspective.
It only cost me 2 minutes to come all the way over there.
Managers and executives, and on-site coverage of the biggest moments.
It's a World Series win for LA!
This is the place for live baseball talk. MLB Network Radio, Channel 89, and the SiriusXM app.
Yep,
Sunday Sliders with Danny Wexelman and Cole Tucker.
I'm Danny Wexelman.
And I'm Cole Tucker.
And we're your hosts of Sunday Sliders.
Tune in every week to hear us talk about the latest news
I don't
around
want a
the
whole
league,
lot.
take your calls, and you never know which one of my friends from across the baseball world might join us.
Sunday Sliders with Danny Wexelman.
Oh yeah, I mean, you're going to take it right on to that.
Sundays at 1 p.m. Eastern on MLB Network Radio, SiriusXM 89, and the SiriusXM app.
Stay close to your team all season long. Every Major League Baseball game with your hometown announcers is available on SiriusXM and the SiriusXM app.
What's up, SiriusXM? It's Morgan Wallen.
Listen to Morgan Wallen Radio now on Channel 64 and in the SiriusXM app.
We gotta get like a motherfucker. He's with someone he talk. Yep, I'm gonna have to bounce the checkbook.
And a swing and a line drive left center field off the end of the bat. Coming around third and Fanachi. They'll be waved in. There'll be no notable play. And it'll be a soft single for Benintendi, an RBI, and a 1-0 Chicago lead. Swinging a ground ball past the dive of Harper. It's down the right field line for a hit. In to score is Montgomery. There's your 4-run factory. There's 4 runs across here in the top of the first inning. Right field and deep. Garcia drifting back, but look it up. And that is
Big Mama trucking in Crocs and sites. Go ahead and double tap the screen if you ain't double tap it.
And it's 5-0 in favor of the White Sox. Pitch to Schwarber, swing and a miss. A breaking ball, and he struck him out, and that's the ball game. As Taylor comes on and strikes out the side
Big
in
Mama
order.
trucking in Crocs and sites.
Those are your sounds of the game. Phillies fall to the White Sox today, 6-3. The final here are the totals for the White Sox: 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 7 men left on base. For the Phillies, it was 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, 7.
Ability to score some runs, and that brings us to the stat of the game, which is brought to you by Cold
Of course,
Stone
Arizona
Creamery.
lost. Put my faith in the motherfucking Diamondbacks that lost. The rap bastards.
And transport oil and natural gas, resources essential to life. But we don't stop there. Oxy is leading the way in developing innovative, lower carbon technologies to reduce emissions across our operations, while helping hard to abate sectors lower their emissions as well. Together, we're driving meaningful change for our company and our world. Want to learn more? Visit oxy.com.
Houston Astros fans. For over 40 years, family-owned and operated U.S. Coins and Jewelry has been the place Houston trusts to buy and sell gold and silver with confidence. A new era has begun. Visit their brand new showroom experience just outside the Galleria, featuring rare coins, currency, luxury watches, fine jewelry, sports cards, memorabilia, and more. Have gold or silver to sell? Bring it in today. For free testing, stop by 8501 83 or visit U.S. Coins and Jewelry.
And it probably would have been quicker if we would have parked right here. You know what I'm saying? We could have pulled right up there and then walked right there.
13-2, Astros lead the A's, 9th inning. Alan Bersanta, 2nd inning of relief, facing Jeff McNeil, who is 0 for 3 today. Season high in runs scored for the Astros offense this afternoon.
It would have been quicker than us coming from all
Midfield
the other
shades
side of the
from
damn pool, Alan.
We slipped over. I mean, we stopped
Bersanta delivers, and that is inside for a ball. The Astros
We're
have
gonna
scored
stop over there.
11 runs in a game 3
The Golden
different
Gate is around here
times.
somewhere, remember?
Had been their season high.
We're gonna stay at the Golden Gate.
Here's the 1-1. In tight, 2 balls and a strike.
Did a little bit of everything. They did some slugging. Showed some patience. They did
very well situational.
Then we
hit.
drove over here looking for the
Yeah, they hit with 2 strikes well.
2-0. That's a high 3 balls and no strikes.
I think we always just parked over either at Wells or maybe over at the Highway or at the Lowe's. We never just came over here, I don't think.
3-0. All right, in there, 3-1.
We got the little toboggans.
McNeil looking back
We got
at
the little toboggans.
that pitch is actually inside. A's do not have any ABS challenges remaining.
Those have been going for 6 innings.
Yeah.
You don't get choke up fast.
3-1. Way outside, ball 4.
Walk with his arms out.
Second walk, Santa has allowed. Tetsuya started for the Astros, gave up 2 runs over 5, struck out 8, one off of his season high. AJ Blueball 2 perfect innings. He picked up a couple of strikeouts, and now Santa trying to complete 2. Darryl Hernandez, the batter, 0 for 3, 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Outfield shapes it the other way. Santa delivers, and that is inside and low.
Off we go. Yeah, we always just spent the night over here.
Long set. 1-0. Breaking ball strike. 13 runs on 14 hits for the Astros. 2 runs, 5 hits for the A's. Who's also been charged with an error. Into the basket. 2-1. It's outside, 3-1. Swung behind. Wade line behind McNeil at first base. The Astros up by 11. In there for a strike with a slider.
He has confidence in his slider.
Right now, fingers crossed. We should be able to hit this traffic just right to where we don't really have any. Plus, it's Saturday.
Tells you they feel that's the pitch he throws best for a strike. That he can command the best. 3-2. That's lifted in the center. Myers going back on it. Has plenty of room. Makes the catch on the jog. 1 away. Back to first goes McNeil.
13-2. Whooping they motherfucking ass. Houston over fucking
really
the
good
Athletics.
intention behind it.
It's off into center field. That'll mean a run. Dumont scores. Going to third base. Ozzy Albies.
Oh, all right. Atlanta won. All right.
At Lone Depot, we're big on home. Home games, home teams, home field advantage. And more affordable. No matter where you are on your home ownership.
We got police activity up here. And Big Mama and Pop on the scene. We got news and weapons.
And haven't been guys that haven't really impressed the Rangers.
They done pulled this guy over.
Got Elias Diaz, who told me today he probably hasn't played in more than 2 weeks. He's been staying in Houston with some family, but he hasn't played in a couple of weeks. But he was playing for Kansas City and also for the AAA club earlier this year. And he's a guy who knows his way around. He's 35 years old.
He drives safe now. He double tap.
Average still has some power, and he's going to catch Jacob DeGrom tomorrow. How much he'll catch beyond that remains to be seen. But at this stage of the season, it's kind of fortunate.
Not only down here in this room, but in the front office as well.
For the Blue Jays host the Baltimore Orioles
today. How hard is that to come up and catch a whole new step? I know it is there in spring training, but it's really not the same.
With lots of goals, a little overtime, and controversy as well, with both teams.
Javi Colon and the executive producer of multimedia programming and satellite radio for the PGA Tour is David Lowe. Once again, because of this weather suspension, lots of golf to play on Sunday. Third round will resume 7 a.m. Eastern Time. You can catch coverage of that. PGA Tour.
Neither of them are good enough to be like the regular center fielder, but I don't know if any of the other guys can.
The All-Stars. Well, if you played the game, was this
Winning pitcher John King, he's 3-1. Starter and loser for Tampa, Shane McClanahan, he is 6-3.
Vance Ronald scored
to agree knows how much he needs to get system going, drafting these meaningful concessions that he said the reasons he took the United States to war in the first place.
And to that end, the administration, the president continues to say, and his allies as well, no nuclear weapon. If we can ensure there's no nuclear, that Iran has no nuclear weapon, that's what this was about, that's what has to happen, that is what the president is trying to do. How likely do you think that outcome is?
Well, what we know right now is that their nuclear program is severely degraded, but we have not, through military strikes, cut off every single pathway for Iran to turn its nuclear program back on and then restart work towards acquiring that nuclear weapon capability. And what's very clear right now is there's pressure on both sides just to restore freedom of navigation. And so whether or not we actually get through a diplomatic arrangement, a political process that gets international sectors back into Iran, deals with the disposition of that highly enriched stockpile of uranium that Iran still possesses, these are real key issues that are not going to be resolved immediately, and they're not going to be resolved through a return to war. So this is really about the United States holding the line diplomatically as they go forward with these talks.
All right, Dana Stroll, thank you so much. We appreciate it. As primary ballots are counted in California, the Justice Department now heading into observe, plus missing for days. An American college student's body is found outside one of Japan's largest cities. And a warning from inside the AI industry: artificial intelligence will soon be able to improve itself on its own without any humans needed.
Oh my God.
That's the whole point of artificial intelligence. It's supposed to be able to learn by itself.
I came to California, I was bruised, nowhere to stay. Story of passion and perseverance, triumph and influence. And a voice that still resonates. Rock the Bells presents the Tupac Channel. She made LL Cool J. Tupac was a super talented dude who did tremendous things for the culture. All his music and stories celebrating the life of Tupac Shakur during Black Music Month. On now in the Sirius XM app, included with most subscriptions on your phone, computer, Alexa, TV, or wherever you stream.
Meet Matthew Preston. Inside his apartment, everything he holds dear is protected by Progressive's renter's insurance, like his laptop and a surprisingly valuable collection of baseball bobbleheads. Outside his apartment, his laptop is still protected, as are his bobbleheads, which he carries around with him for reasons no one knows. Renters, the limits of protection aren't just the four walls of your home. When you're in Progressive's Protection Zone, get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
These days, AI is everywhere. In your face, unavoidable, invasive. Even Google forces AI on you. But not DuckDuckGo. At DuckDuckGo, AI is optional. Don't want AI? No problem. In our search engine and browser, you can turn it off. Want some AI? Duck.ai lets you chat privately with ChatGPT, Claude, and other AIs. All in one place, for free. No account required. DuckDuckGo. Isn't life just better with a dog? They're our companions, our comfort, our family. They sense when we're sad and stay close. They greet us like we've been gone for years, even though it's only been 20 minutes. Service dogs change lives. Therapy dogs, they heal hurts. Every dog makes our world brighter every day. Dogs give us everything they have. Don't you think they deserve the same? And you can't give your dog their best life while feeding them food that's stripped out of all the life nutrition. That's why
tomorrow for the continuation of round 3 and the entirety of round 4. But let's hear from Sam Burns, who sat down with Amanda Balionas while they were still delaying.
Quality side of it. If I'm Vegas, I'm looking at this going, look, we screwed up. We took our foot off the gas. We allowed them back in this game. That's not what I'm saying happened. I'm saying that's Vegas' mentality. We made the mistake. We took our foot off the gas. We let them get back in this game. So we have to apply that full pressure for the full 60, whatever cliche you want to add into that mix.
Take it to take and everything like that. And I liked our game. I did. He liked the way that his team played, right? You know, you get off to the lead. Yeah, they played great for 15 minutes. They got it. I don't know the reason Standing Cup Final 40. During the shift, it's how 40,000 companies like CBRE and Shopify are closing their books faster with fewer surprises and way less stress. And right now, your business can get $250 off just by signing up at ramp.com/SXL. That's ramp.com/SXL. Spend smarter, automate faster, and finally close the books without working overtime with Ramp.
Hi, Sherry Harris, owner of Life Source Water. Your tap water isn't as clean as you think. The city water is full of contaminants, including chlorine that cities use to treat it. At Life Source, we believe your water should support your family's health. Our whole house system delivers filtered water from every tap, even your showers. For over 40 years, we've proudly built every system right here in USA. Call our factory today at 1-800-WATER-99 or visit lifesourcewater.com.
Warranty limitations apply.
Bug Out Bag, designed for elite survivalists, preparedness experts, and field-tested professionals, is now available to the public. My Patriot Supply, America's #1 preparedness company, has just announced their Elite Bug Out Preparedness Kit with everything you need to escape a crisis and survive on your own, including food, water, and tools for starting fires, making shelter, catching fish, trapping small game, cooking off-grid, and much more. Get yours now and take $100 off at the regular price at MyPatriotSupply.com. The $100 discount expires soon. Go to MyPatriotSupply.com today.
In California, CNN projects Democrat Javier Becerra will advance the general election in the state's gubernatorial race. It's unclear, though, who will face off against in November, Trump-backed Republican Stapleton or fellow Democrat Tom Steyer. Ballots in the closely watched race are still being counted, in part because of the large number of mail-in votes that can be accepted as postmarked on Election Day, but arrive days later. This has led to false claims about election fraud in that state. Many of the baseless accusations coming directly from the White House. President Trump accusing Democrats of cheating and stealing the election in multiple social media posts. Again, no evidence of that. Officials in California tell CNN the Justice Department is now involved. CNN's Evan Perez has more details on that. Evan.
Jessica, the Justice Department sent an attorney to observe ballot processing in Los Angeles on Friday. Now, the move comes days after President Donald Trump said the top federal prosecutor there was investigating the vote counting after Tuesday's primary elections. The LA County Elections Office told CNN that it was notified that an assistant U.S. attorney was being dispatched to watch the ballot counting activities. It's not uncommon for election results in California to take some weeks before they're finalized, in part because of the processing of mail-in ballots. Trump has claimed repeatedly that the slow pace of the count from Tuesday's primary was a result of Democratic cheating. Several key races in the state, including for governor and the LA mayor, have still not been called. We haven't seen any public signs that the Justice Department has found any evidence of a crime. And earlier Friday, First Assistant U.S. Attorney Bill Saley, a Trump appointee who leads the U.S. Attorney's Office in Los Angeles, said in his office